first team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the NFL's Comeback Player of the Year in 2019, and that's Ryan Tannehill.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 17 carries, 116 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Tannehill's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutt's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
Well, that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Complete. Smith has it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Jones again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Aaron Jones with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw there complete to Mooney. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Tannehill. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
These two teams all tied after 1. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Yeah, this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down, here's Davis Price. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jackson finding Green complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Here's a give to Jones running left. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Herb Smith Jr. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have moved out in front.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case...
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Green brings it in.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Jackson. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, Jackson. Green's got it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Irv Smith Jr.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too?
They're looking for Jeudy, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Mills.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jackson now. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Herb Smith Jr.
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Leaping, and he makes the grab.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll try the right side with Jones.
He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Jackson's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Bears!
Juju Smith-Schuster
from 13 yards out.
And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Bills!
Jarnell Mooney
from 13 yards out.
And the Bills get a bit closer.
Personal foul.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. An inside give to Jones. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Up the middle they go. Knight. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now Jackson. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, when you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the 50, it's Tannehill. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On 1st down, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Touchdown, Bills. David Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That time a 6-play drive.
And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Jackson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will close the gap down to 14.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Jackson from the shotgun. The left side completion to Jones.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bears are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Jones is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. To throw is Jackson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. from 3 yards out. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A give to Jones. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Bears, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, It's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons, the kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the frogs. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gunso. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles, you need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the throne. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk.